Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today I'm here to tell you guys all about the Fenty Beauty Holiday Collection. It is limited edition and it is a Sephora exclusive. So if any of the products interest you, I suggest you run out and get them either in your local Sephora store or online ASAP. A little overview about the collection before I go product to product. This whole collection primarily focused on eye and lip. That being said, Fenty Beauty is big on multi-use and using all their products in any way you really want to. So keep that in mind as I'm showing you all this stuff. The concept behind the holiday collection for Rihanna was glitter. She wanted glitter on top of glitter on top of glitter. So all the products are shimmer, metallic, glitter, iridescent, duochrome. That's the focus. So that's what you're getting, just so you guys know. Although that sounds a little extreme, all the products are surprisingly wearable. So let me just start getting into the products now. In the collection, there are 4 lipsticks, 4 lip glosses, 3 eyeliners, 1 eyeshadow palette, and 1 dual-ended eyeshadow brush. The 4 lipsticks are right here, and the packaging for the entire collection is this packaging. It is just incredible, like oil slick, metallic goodness. The lipsticks are essentially supposed to be like your favorite lip balm combined with this insane color payoff and glitter and iridescence in 4 different shades. There is Sheer Moon, which is kind of a peachy pink with a gold iridescence to it. It also totally depends on your skin tone. Things will show up differently on each person, but on me this kind of showed up like a neon coral shade. I will say though that out of all the lipsticks, this one was definitely the stickiest and had a lot more tack to it than I enjoyed. But on the upside, none of the other ones are the same texture. So Sheer Moon, kind of a pass for me. The next shade is Supernova. This one was so beautiful and it surprised me because this one definitely has that lip balm chapstick feel to it, but the iridescence is so stunning. I think purples are so flattering on pretty much everybody. The iridescence to it was so unique, but I still feel like it's wearable. The next shade is Gravity. It is a really pretty, very bold neon fuchsia pink with gold and hot pink reflex going through it. I feel like it's a very retro kind of a color, but it's in a very cool girl type of way. I think this one specifically with just a little bit of mascara and really glowy skin would look so beautiful and striking, but also really effortless. The last one is Sci-Fly. It is a deep plum vampy color with gold and I feel like orange and hot pink and flashes of blue glitter running through it. This would be a really unique take on the dark lip for this season. Again, with any one of these lipsticks, the rest of your makeup can be really minimal and the lipsticks just steal the show. So besides the first one, all the others have a very similar texture where it's just balmy, it's light, it's not sticky or goopy, and they're super creamy and buttery. Like they're very pigmented and they just glide on and melt onto the lips. Next up are the 4 lip glosses. These are amazing. I personally prefer these to the lipsticks. That's just my personal preference. Technically, if you look at the colors too, which you'll see in the swatches, they are very similar to the lipsticks, but you can wear these alone. The glosses themselves with all the iridescence that's going through them are super pigmented, so you really don't need anything underneath it, which you will also see in the swatches. So for packaging, really pretty geometric shape. It has the oil slick lid to it and a clear tubing, which I love because the glosses themselves are so pretty with all the glitter and just beautiful colors going through them, so it kind of almost looks like its own packaging. The applicator is another thing I really enjoy. It is an elongated paddle applicator, which basically means that it's flat on both sides and it just has an oval tip to it. I like this because you get a pretty decent amount of product on both sides of the applicator, and a little bit goes a very long way, but the oval tip is really good at getting a precise line of the lips. These are pretty much supposed to be like your favorite gloss ever. They're not supposed to be sticky. They're just kind of a balm feeling to the lips. They're going to be hydrating, but they are going to be super, super glossy, like a glass almost to the lips, and just also filled with glitter, which is again the theme of this whole collection. Going lightest to darkest, the first one is Starstruck. It's this beautiful gold with a hot pink iridescent glitter flash running through it. I actually am wearing Starstruck on top of a different Lancome lip liner. All the products I have on my face right now will be in the info box down below. It's just so beautiful. And because of the iridescence, you don't even need to wear anything underneath, but it still looks opaque because from any angle you get a flash of real intense color. The lipsticks don't really have a scent too much, but this one definitely has that vanilla scent that's almost like the MAC lip glosses it kind of reminds me of, but they really are not sticky at all. They are so comfortable on the lips. They're really hydrating. The next color up is Gal on the Moon. It's a fuchsia purple with a blue iridescence running through it, and the gloss is just so much fun, and I feel it's just more versatile, but it's such a pretty color. It's such a statement color, but it's such a pretty color. The next shade is Plutonic Relationship. It is a super, super hot pink with a blue and I want to say kind of purple iridescence running through it. I was not expecting it to be that beautiful on the lips. This is going to look amazing on top of like a bright purple lipstick. The last color is Astronauty. It is this mauvey, deep vampy base with a lot of bright pink and blue and baby pink, and I want to say gold glitters running through it. Although this one looks super dark in the tube, because of all the iridescence, once it's on the lips, it definitely looks more just like a deeper nude, or what I personally consider a deeper nude. And I'm running out of adjectives, but it's a beautiful, beautiful shade. These are the 3 Eclipse eyeliners. What's really cool about these is that they actually are a liquid eyeliner that have a metallic sheen to them, but once they dry, if you take a smudger brush and rub the line you've created, they actually become this crazy intense glitter eyeliner. It's really small, thin. It is a liquid liner, so generally with liquid liners you're not going to get a ton of product because over time and use they are going to dry out. These all have a brush tip applicator. It's not the thinnest brush tip applicator, but it's nice because the whole point of this is that you should be able to see either the metallic sheen of the color or the glitter of the color. So you'd probably want a little bit of a thicker line, so this helps you create that thicker line. The formula is definitely opaque, it's intense. I will say that sometimes when I use the eyeliners, it doesn't happen every time, but just sometimes when I use them, it kind of burns my lash line skin just ever so slightly. It's nothing alarming. Do I stop wearing them? Absolutely not. Is it dangerous? I don't really know, but my eyes are fine and these are all like tested for the eyes, so I should be okay. And again, it's not every time. I'm assuming it's just like between allergies and when my eyes are a little more sensitive, that's when it happens. But I thought I'd put it out there so you guys know. It is easy to create a line. It's easy to create a wing. The first shade that I'm going to talk about is Alien Bay, which is what I have on my eyes right now. This is a black base with a really pretty cobalt blue, and I want to say slight silver looking glitter running through it. And when you rub it, you see a lot of bright blue glitter, kind of like baby blue and cobalt blue, like a good mix of both. The second shade is Neptune. It is a blackened forest green that goes on with a kind of self forest green metallic finish, and then when you rub it, it's this stunning gold and slightly brighter green glitter with that forest green base. And the third shade is Later Crater. It is a beige eyeliner, and when it goes on, it's a soft metallic, I feel, where you just see a little bit of a sheen to it, but once you rub it, you get this gold and slightly old gold, almost greeny shift to it, and it's really pretty. Alien Bay and Neptune, I feel like, are no-brainers. They're gonna work on everybody with any skin tone. They're gonna look stunning, and they're very wearable for glitter eyeliners because you have that super, super deep base to them. Later Crater is definitely a more unique look. I personally think it does look really cool as its own winged liner, especially if you have lighter or deeper skin where this is going to show up as a significant contrast. On me, it shows up as a slightly deeper brown, and I still love it, so I can only imagine that it would look amazing on anyone on either side of my skin tone range. Super pretty. You can even add an outline to your liner, kind of a graphic liner look. There's a lot of room for creativity with Later Crater, although it doesn't seem like there would be. The liners are definitely worth a try. Would make an awesome gift for somebody who loves makeup or Rihanna, either one. This is the Galaxy eyeshadow palette. It is so beautiful. It has that same oil slick chrome packaging. It comes with 14 different shades. Every single one of these eyeshadows is glittery, shimmery, metallic, and iridescent. Inside, once you open it, it is a clip. It's not a magnet. You get a large mirror here, and then these are the 14 eyeshadows inside. All different types of tones, jewel tones, deeper tones, lighter tones, but most of them have a really beautiful duochrome flash almost, where you get a shift of a bunch of different colors. So right off the bat, I understand that a palette full of glittery, shimmery, super intense eyeshadows is not for everybody, but this is kind of marketed as an accessory palette. So what they compare this to is your jewelry and the accessories you wear and how you use those to layer on top of your outfit to kind of amp it up. So you can use this with matte eyeshadows, other colors from other brands, and use these as lid toppers, mix them in with other colors. You can use it just on the center of your lid and kind of have that pop of brightness. But technically, you also can use this on its own. It's totally personal preference. That being said, now for the actual quality of the eyeshadows, they are not all the same formula because they are not all the same finish. You have some that are more of just a high glitter top coat effect, and then you have others that have a real intense base to the shade and then glitter running over it. So because of that, not all of them work the same way. Also, just stating a fact, in my personal opinion, most pure glitter eyeshadows, like powder eyeshadows, can sometimes be a little bit tricky to work with. You should expect fallout. There definitely is some fallout. There are 3 different ways you can apply them. One is, of course, with a brush, and leading right into that comes this brush. This is the actual brush that's sold with the palette and eyeliners technically. It is dual-ended, so you have an eyeshadow packing brush on one side, and then you have a little smudger brush on the other side. You can use both for eyeshadow, or the smudger brush is also amazing to use with the eyeliners to really expose the glitter effect in them. This is a nice brush, but it's not like the most amazing brush I've ever tried. So it can be with this brush, it can be with another brush. Dry application is pretty. You definitely don't get as much intensity. The colors that have more of a base color, like the blue color that's all over my lids today, definitely has less glitter and more just of that base color when you use it dry in a fluffy brush. But you can also use this fluffy brush and blend out the colors. A lot of the colors that have a base shade to them, and by base shade I pretty much mean that it's like a matte or just a shimmer eyeshadow with the glitter layered into it. So on its own it has an intense color. If you blend a color into the crease, you'll lose more of the glitter and it'll be a crease shade. The second way you can apply the eyeshadows are with a wet brush. So you can either get the product on the brush and then spray the brush down and then apply them, or wet the brush and pop it into the product. So with the wet brush, you get a lot more intensity. You don't get as much fallout. You get really, really vibrant color. And for the shades that have a lot more glitter, you get a super metallic punch. The last way you can apply these shades is with your finger. So if you take it on your finger, pack it onto your lids, it is a beautiful, beautiful finish, to be honest. You get very minimal fallout. You get a lot of glitter payoff. The only issue is that if you're someone like me with claws, it doesn't necessarily work out super conveniently to get a precise application. And then what happens is I have to go in and blend the edges, and then I get fallout, and then it's just a mess and I don't get the glitter payoff I want. So although I do like packing it onto the center of my lids with my finger, if I'm applying all over my eyes, I prefer using the brush wet. Now, do you absolutely have to have this palette? I don't think so. If you are someone who loves artistry and playing around with crazy looks and colors, it could be a fun addition to your makeup collection. If you are just a makeup collector, this is an awesome palette to have. But if you're someone who's kind of on the fence about this palette, then I would say skip it or go play with it in store and see what you think. It is a very pretty palette, and if you want to get it, definitely get it. But it's a pretty palette and decently more wearable than you would think. That brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rundown of the Fenty Beauty holiday collection. Based off of this video, or if you own any of the Fenty Beauty holiday stuff, please leave a comment down below for me and let me know what your favorite products are, because I'm just super curious, since all of these products are really different and unique and the colors are so just fun. I want to know what you guys think about this. But until my next video, thank you guys as always so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye guys.